Today we're going to show you how to dress a girl in costume. This is Jessica. She has her black tights on, her black shoes on. We've put the blouse on with the vest as one unit. She has her hair already in a ponytail. She has her wreath on, and she has the red ribbon. Okay, so as far as she is almost ready to jump in the car and go to the performance. But the other thing you have to do is tie the other sleeve. I tied one sleeve while you were not here, so we're going to tie the next sleeve for you so that you can see how this goes. I took 2 sheets of tissue paper, and I just kind of crumpled them up, and I turned the ends in. And now I'm going to open up this sleeve a little bit, and I'm going to stick it under so that it's puffy. I'm going to ask Jessica to make a fist so that she has a tight arm and a muscle, because you're going to cross these ties and pull them up on top and tie a bow as tight as you can, as long as your child doesn't cry. But the reason we have her make a fist is so that when she releases the fist, then it will not be so tight. Okay? How does it feel? Good? All right. So these little white twill ties, we're just going to hide inside, just turning it in so that it's closed up. And we'll get our blue ribbon, and we'll put the ribbon on top of the sleeve. Put your hand on your hip. I put her hand on the hip so that I get to tie the bow right on top of the sleeve. It covers up the white twill tape, and it is pulled so that it looks pretty, and it's on the top of her. The next thing you want to do is you want to put on her stop the tape. Okay, start it. Okay, so we're ready to put on the collar. You take it and you form like a little bit of a crease, and then you're going to put it in front. It gets put together, and then you take a part of the vest, you pull this back, you pin it through the vest and the 2 pieces of material, and then when you open it up, it's perfect. You don't need to secure it any other place because it's not moving, it's tied to the vest. Okay? Very easy. All right, so we're ready to start with the slips. She already has her half slip on. I look at my slips. The shorter one should have A on it, whatever box number, and then the A. So we will start with the A first. All of the slips are tied so that the front is open and crossed over in the front. We are attempting to achieve a flat tummy look in the front and puffy in the back. After you get the top slip tied, you don't have to tuck the bows in. All you have to do is pin the skirt from the bottom together so that when you spin, it stays as a unit. The next slip should be slip B. Same way. Over in front, cross over, pull it as tight as you can. This one's going to have to tie in the back because it's got short strings. It'll depend on each slip is different. If you can't tie it in the back, you can have the girl turn around. And just pull the bows tight. And now you've got 2 slips on. Again, I want the slip pinned together in the bottom, in the front, not to the other slip, just to its own slip. Red skirt's next. Red skirt on top, crossed over, turn around, And we tie it in the back because this one's got short strings too. So on the red skirt, you must take the ties and stick them in because these are going to show if you don't. You don't have to stick the twill tape from the slips, but you do have to stick the twill tape there. This is the final layer besides the apron. So you're going to pin this one together also, down at the bottom. And make sure that none of the slips are showing. Last, almost the last piece, the apron goes in front. Again, depending on how long the twill tape is, this one will go in front for me. So we'll do that. You wind them around until you have enough twill to make a bow. This, the same way as the red skirt, it has to be tucked in to the girl. The last piece, the complicated ribbon, which is not complicated. You take the ribbon and you measure to the end, stand up straight, you measure to the end of the slip and you're going to pin it so that you make a right angle. So now I can start on this side, and actually this first one I can pin to the front because it's going to get covered. Okay, so now we have this long end. It should go around 1.5 times around the girl. That's once. You see it covered up the pin now. And we're going to the other side. Now, here's where it becomes a little bit difficult. I'm going to ask you to hold your hand back or up. You're going to want to pull this up until it reaches the bottom of the skirt. So now I have this much excess. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to pin it from the inside. And this excess, I'm going to go between the slips and the red skirt, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to tuck it in, and I can pull it down because I'm in there underneath, and you hide the excess. That way, it lines up at the bottom, it lines up at the top, and all the twill tape's covered. She's all done. Now, you can do everything except for this bottom half at home. So get your girl to put your shoes, her tights, her hair, her makeup, her blouse, everything on top can be done at home. Come walking into Moravian Day with just the slip on as the lower part, just the straight slip, and do just the 2 slips, red skirt, apron, and ribbon in the costume room so we don't have overcrowding. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jessica.